Yay, I see we have some Australia gals.
Yay. Hello, Nicole. How are you? Okay.
Hi.
Hello. I just had to Google what time is it in Australia. I did that because I always get like so confused what time it is. So I love
It's
that.
lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lunchtime tomorrow. You're like a whole half a day ahead of us. Okay. All right, you guys. So thank you all so much for joining. I wanted to have a call just because I usually like to have one call every month, at least once a month with our entire team. And it kind of got away from us. I was on vacation for a week and things were busy, hectic at the beginning of the month. And so I wanted to just touch base on a couple things. I always say this, and I'm definitely going to try this time to keep this to 30 minutes so that everyone can kind of get back to their nights. But there were a couple things that I wanted to touch on and review just because I know March has been such a crazy, strange month. And I know some of you that are on here were invited to a Zaya executive call that we had earlier this week was that this week or last week? I know this week with Zach, and he touched base on a couple things. And I just thought it was important to kind of talk about this and have this kind of an open discussion. If there's any comments or anything, please unmute and feel free to just have or talk away, make any comment in the chat, anything that you guys are feeling. But one of the things was that before March started, we came off of this awesome February. So February was so great with their double hostess rewards. I know whenever corporate does something like that, it just makes for such a great month because we're able to offer this to our hostesses. Our hostesses are taking advantage. And so a lot of us that had parties booked for March moved those into February. And then when March started, it kind of was a slower, obvious start to the month based on the fact that a lot of us had moved those parties. We were wanting to do that for our hostesses, which was so great. And February was awesome, but it's caused March to be a little bit slower than what March has always trended in the past for Zaya. As well as you guys, as we all know, this is just a crazy time in our world with things that are happening over in Ukraine and the potential of like the fear of the unknown of what could happen, and gas prices and inflation, and people getting back to normal life with COVID, people still concerned with COVID. There's just a huge mix of things in the world that are happening. And I know I've gotten so many comments and so many questions from reps that I thought this was supposed to be like one of the best months. And it is. And I think it can be, and it will be again, but there is one thing that Zaya cannot control, and that is the world around us. And so the founders and corporate and everyone that works for Zaya had no way of knowing what was going to happen with things that are in the world today, and no way of knowing when those types of things happen, what is that going to do for our businesses. But what I can say is, in this type of business, and I am always saying this because I've been in network marketing for a lot of years, and I've experienced a lot of different things in network marketing in this company and other companies. I've had successes, I've had failures. There are always peaks and valleys, and we are in a valley right now. Not going to sugarcoat it, not going to try and make it seem like, it's not, we're not all experiencing some of that right now, but it's not a valley that's not going to come up to a peak eventually. Like, I always think of this in terms of, this is a business. This is a business like any other business that is out there. So I was thinking tonight, my husband's business, for example, if he works in waterproofing, or his family is in construction, there are years where construction is not great. There are jobs that they're losing bids on. Or in my husband's business, if there's tons of dry and no rain, and his business may be slower than the months where they're getting tons of rain, or there may be a great month but followed by a month that's not so great. any type of business that we work in. I used to be a marketing manager for a telecommunications company, and it was all based on sales. And we had great months, and then we had not so great months. We had products that were launched that were awesome, that caused us to have amazing months. And then there were products that were launched that we thought were going to be great, but didn't sell as great as we thought. And then we had months that weren't. So point being, if you do not quit, I always say, give this business 5 years of your time, 5 years to see where that takes you. Because like with any business that you start, you can't have success that just happens overnight. It's built over time. It's built over years of building that brand and that business. And so Jackie Lawrence made such a great point the other day, and it keeps sticking with me, and I keep bringing it up. She said, if we quit, Zaya shoppers are still going to shop. People that buy Zaya and love Zaya. They can't wait for the new releases. They can't wait for the restocks. They are still going to shop. So if you decide that maybe this isn't for you, your customers are still going to buy Zaya. You want them to come to you. So there are going to be people that quit all the time. That's just the nature of this business. People come and go, and I want to still be here to wrap my arms around those customers and have them come to me and have them know that, hey, I'm still here. I still love Zaya. I'm a Zaya active rep. I'm here for you. Like, they're going to search out Zaya reps. Like, Zaya's not going away. And we're just tapping into athleisure wear. Like Zach touched on this on our call, that we're just tapping into athleisure wear, skirts and business wear, and different things that we've never even barely even touched the surface on, as well as swimwear. You guys, we have a swimwear line. Like today, I was blown away by the swimwear stuff. I was like, holy crap. Like, if anybody's going on vacation, they can snag a towel, a hat, a skirt, a swimsuit, a cover up, like everything. Like, they want to make Zaya a one-stop shop, and we're going to continue to get into that. Like, who's to say we won't launch a pair of jeans? I have no, like, actual jeans, like jeans, denim, jean jacket. We all saw that Erin already said this jean jacket is coming, like untouched stuff. So if you guys stick this out, it will be better. Like, I have no doubt in my mind. I have no worries about that. And March is going to end better than what it was at the beginning of the month. The month was slow based off things that happened in February, and then things that are completely out of our control. So I just wanted to bring that up, because I don't want anyone to think that this business from month to month is always going to be the same, because it's not. It's just the nature of the business. And as long as we can not quit, stay the course, and be proud of what we're offering, and stay true to who we are and what this community is, it will bring you success. Also, in these moments, I feel it too. Like, I am working so hard right now to book a party. I don't have a party booked for the rest of the month, and it's driving me crazy. I haven't added a new rep to my team. I'm experiencing the same things that all of you are experiencing. But when you're feeling like this, and when you're feeling like it's hard and it would be easy just to say, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore, go back to the place where why you are doing this. Why are you a Zaya rep? Comment in the comments. Why are you a Zaya rep? What do you love about Zaya? Why do you do this? Bring yourself back there every time you start to doubt this business. And think about the community. Think about who we are. Think about Taylor's video today. If you have not watched that, watch it. I watched it, I bet 5 times, and every time I watched it, I teared up and cried. And she's not even a Zaya rep. She's a corporate employee, and that is who Zaya is. And that is what it always, like, every time I start to doubt myself, this team, this business, I always bring myself back to why I am doing this. Yes, it has provided a beautiful life for my family, But that is not all Zaya does for me. It's the community. It uplifts me. It brings me friends. It brings me purpose. It brings me light. All of that. Like, you always have to bring yourself back to that why and keep telling yourself that why you do Zaya and what Zaya does for you. I freaking love sharing the brand, love the brides. Aww. Yes, yes, all of that, you guys. And all of these comments, I can't even read them all right now, but all of these comments, you guys, it's not just about the paycheck. Yes, the paycheck is fabulous and it does so many wonderful things for so many people, which is amazing, but there is so much more to Zaya that blesses us all. So always remember that. Always bring yourself back to that place. And then real quick, you guys, okay, so I wanted to tell a little story really quick. And remind me, girls, if I forget to touch on Dash to Director before we get off, to remind me to do that, because I have some notes here and I'm getting way off course of my notes. But I was on a family vacation with my family this last week, and I saw two people, you guys, the entire week. We were there for 6 days, two people that had Zaya on, two, besides my family. This resort in Florida had tons of people. I saw two people wearing Zaya, and I cannot even count how many people I saw wearing Lulu. Now, we worked out every morning in a gym. And my family and I, all 6 of us, went to this gym every single morning that we were there, except for the last day. And the second day that I was there, I was in the mirror and I was going live with what I was sharing, what I was wearing that day for my Zaya. And I hear my husband across the gym say, Megan, show this gal, she has Zaya on. And he was like, as loud as he could be, yelled across the gym, shooed this lady over to me. And I was like, almost like stopped my live because I was so caught off guard. But I just turned the camera around, videotaped this 63-year-old lady who had a Havana tank on. She ripped the tank down and showed me her grid bra. She was so excited to go live. My husband was smiling. I went live, showed my husband, and then I showed my daughter. And we got off the live and we chatted with this couple. And they became our best friends. This lady has not stopped texting me. She like loves me. She calls me hey, I'm your Captiva friend. Hey, Iowa girl. She and I built a relationship. I came home. She added me to Facebook. I added her to my VIP page. I shared a live what I was wearing on Monday, and she bought the outfit I was wearing. Case in point, you guys, it is about being proud of what you are doing and sharing and building and connecting and sharing that relationship. If my husband would not have yelled across the gym, and he saw that moon on her shirt, and man, he was so excited to show me that she was wearing Zaya. He is just as proud as I am when we see someone wearing Zaya. And it was that moment of connecting with that couple. And every time we saw them the rest of the week, they would wave at us and we'd wave at them. And it's about not being shy to talk about what you're doing and what you're sharing and and being excited when you see somebody wearing Zaya. I saw another gal in the grocery store, and I was standing right behind her, and my daughter said, Mom, and pointed at her because she was wearing Zaya. And I said to her right away, I said, I love your Zaya. And she goes, I noticed yours already too. And I said, are you a rep? And we had a discussion about she was a rep, I was a rep. It's that community of that moon on our clothes and what it does for people. And so be proud of what you're doing and the fact that what it can do for people and what it can do by sharing that. And you guys, Zach has touched on this, and I'm not going to go into the whole COVID thing, but we had to, during COVID, we could post something and people would buy it because everybody was shopping, everybody was online. It's a different time now. So we have to step outside of our box, and we have to work to share the brand. We have to drop off a bag to someone's house full of pieces for them to touch and feel. We have to do in-home parties where maybe before we weren't. We have to go outside of our box to make those connections and relationships with people to be successful. And so I had to share that story because it was just so cool. And it just reaffirmed to me personally that it is about connecting and building that relationship. Okay, you guys, So one thing that Robin had a good idea that I want to do really quick. With this business, we tend to think about the things that are out of our control. Example, the world we're in today, why sales might be slower, returns, exchanges, that swimsuit's already sold out. God damn it, that cover up is already sold out. All of the things that we cannot control. But I want you to right now write on a piece of paper one thing that makes you so angry about Zaya sometimes that you cannot control. Write it down really quick on a piece of paper. Or just have it in your head if you don't have a piece of paper. Something that you cannot control, whether that's you get frustrated if something sells out, your sales aren't going, you can't book a party, you can't sign up a rep. What is it that you cannot control with your Zaya business and it's frustrating? Okay.
My
Now,
spending. No, I'm just kidding.
and if you want to comment in the
Just
chat, what did you say, Robin?
My spending.
Oh, well, you can control that. I tell Brian I can't
I know.
control that either. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to comment those in the comments, comment. Okay. Now I want you to write down what you can control in your business. Example, which I'm going to have after when we end this call, I'm going to give you guys all this challenge. But one thing I know that I can control in my business, I'm going to give you an example, is I know I can do 5 to 10 reach outs a day. I know I can control that. I can control that with my time. I can eliminate something in my day to give me that time. I can control doing that every single day. So write down something in your business that provides you something that's going to move your business forward, an action. What's the name I'm looking for? Like moving your business forward. Like Jackie, you just said it today. And I don't know about the tip of
Income producing activity.
Yes, thank you. An incoming producing activity. So reach out, follow up, something like that. Okay. And if you want to share the stuff in the comments, share. Okay. Now, what I want you to do, 5 reach outs a day from totally doing it. Thank you, Meek. Okay. Yes, Seth. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. I want you to scratch out the thing you cannot control. I want you to exit out and scribble it out as hard as you can. And do not look at that. And I want you to circle and star the thing you can control. That is how you need to think about this business. And we all have a tendency to do that. We all have a tendency to go with the things we cannot control instead of the things that we know we can control to move our businesses. And sometimes it's so easy to get into a rhythm of the things we can't control, and we lose sight of the things we can control. And I will tell you, I have experienced it. I just told some gals on a call today, I know I need to get back to doing the 4 simple steps, the reach outs, the follow-ups. I know I need to add new people to my team. Like, I know that I can control those things and I need to get back to that. Because you guys, remember, the beating pulse of your business, the beating heart of your business is the parties and what comes from that, whether it's an in-home or a online or a Zoom party or an Instagram party, whatever type of party you're doing, that is the beating pulse of your business. And without that, the momentum does not continue to rise. And to be able to create those parties, we have to go back to those 4 simple steps of what it takes to be able to book those parties with the reach outs and the follow-ups and all of those things.
Another really good example is, something we can't control is when our website is going to update. We all want it, but we can't control that. So that's a really good example. And when it does change, are our shoppers all of a sudden going to come out of the woodwork? Are we all of a sudden going to get hostesses who it's actually probably not going to change that part of our business? So we still have to be doing the 4 simple. I mean, it's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. Our customers probably won't even notice as much as we will. But again, it's something we can't control, but focus on the things that we can.
Yep, for sure. Absolutely. So you guys, one other thing with that too is I think it's so key. And I think Taylor, if you guys didn't see, so Taylor, who does our modeling every day on our lives of Zaya, put a Facebook post on today, thanking Zaya Nation, Zaya community for giving her all the support and love today of her being able to step into a swimsuit and do that. If you haven't seen it, I shared it on my Facebook. It's on her Facebook. It's on Instagram too. But it just got me thinking again that it is so important for all of us reps to show that Zaya is so much more than a pair of leggings and a bra. It's the connections, it's the relationships, it's the community. It's all of that wrapped up with this pretty bow all in one. And that is so important to show. So again, the things that we can control and know that even if people aren't buying as much, like Zach said, they're still buying, but maybe they're not buying leggings and a bra and a jacket. Maybe they're just going to buy a bra, or they're just going to buy a leggings. But even if we're not having the shoppers shopping with us like they were before, you still need to show up in the same way you always have before, because you need to show that it's not just about the product. It's about everything that Zaya encompasses. And so that is so key and so important. As easy as it would be to say, well, no one's shopping, so I'm just not going to show up right now. That would be the easy thing to do. But we still need to continue to show up, to be the brand, to show that we are the brand, because then when people start shopping again and when people are ready and when things turn around, we're going to be there and they're going to know that we're there. Okay. So any questions on any of that so far? Anybody have, oh, thank you, Sav. So Sav just shared the link for Taylor. I think that's what you did, Taylor's. Yeah. Yes, and they are still shopping. So good point, Robin. Like, yes, people are still shopping. It's just maybe not as easy as it was in the past. Why we kind of have to put that work in. Okay, so you guys, I wanted to touch base really quick on the fact that we are going to be doing a Dash to Director round 6. So super excited about this. This will start April 1st. Couple different things. We are going to run it. Those of you that were part of Dash to Director in the past, we are going to run it the same that we did in the past, where we're going to have 2 training calls per month. We'll do a few coffee chats. We'll do some question, open and answer sessions. We are going to have our lovely founders kicking off our first Dash to Director live on April 1st or April 4th. So you'll want to be ready for that and be excited about them kicking this off for us. So what's going to happen is I'm going to send an email out to everyone on our team. Everyone is going to get that email of Dash to Director 2 kind of outlined. We are going to ask that anyone that's wanting to participate this round re-sign up, because we kind of want to get a gauge for who's kind of signing up, who's wanting to do that. Plus, it's easier for us to track for giveaways and for prizes. So we're going to be sending out a Google form for you to sign up. If you already are a director or above, yes, you can participate in Dash to Director. You can sign up, and I strongly encourage you to do that, especially if you have team that's going to be involved in participating, because you as a sponsor or you on their team should know what they're going through, help them, support them, motivate them, remind them of trainings coming up. So I encourage everyone to sign up. That will be going out here soon, hopefully before the end of the week, if not very beginning of next week. And then we'll kick it off April 1st. Prizes, though, at the end of the Dash to Director round 2, which will end the end of June, we'll do it 3 months. That will only be for those that rank advanced to director. So we still are going to only put those names in the buckets, but those, everybody participating, will still do some fun monthly things that would be available to everyone. So be watching, get on the Dash to Director Facebook page. If you're not on there, that's where the founders will be going live. And as soon as we know for sure around about time on the 1st or 4th, we'll make sure that we post that and get that information out. Going to be amazing. Sign up because it's kind of my sports business, even as a Zaya exec. Yes, it does. So, any questions with that, with Dash to Director round 6? Now, anyone that has gone through Dash to Director, comment, say something in the chat, what you feel about that, like Amy just did. Thank you, Amy. It has been so good for people to work their way to director. I know that we've had lots of comments on it, lots of feelings behind the training. Also, you guys, there's so much information on that Facebook page right now a wealth of training and information for you to go back to. We're going to leave it there. We kicked around starting a new Facebook page, but we don't want to lose all of that awesome information that's out there already. So yes, so all the comments, you guys, you can see how much good information is there. So we're so excited to continue doing that. So I highly, highly encourage you leaders or anyone that's on this call to participate, get involved, get on as many calls that you can. And
I would suggest too, since the main Dash to Director calls are going to be on Tuesdays at 8, if we as any leaders or sponsors are leading team calls or team Zooms, to maybe leave that open. That way, even if you're not following along with Dash to Director, or maybe the bulk of your team isn't, at least it leaves that time slot open for someone to be able to hop on live instead of feeling conflicted between two different groups.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, for sure. So we'll also post an agenda. I know that this last round kind of got away from us and it was kind of hectic because we didn't have an agenda. So we apologize for that. It's all trial and error. And we realized that that might have been hard for people to follow since we didn't. So we will be posting an agenda of when the times and calls will be. That will go out on the page, and then there will also be an email. You will always get an email from me from the back office with reminders of every call. We're going to go back to that as well. I used to send out an email the morning before the call and then the day of the call as a reminder. I will go back to doing that, but it will come from my back office because I don't want to miss anyone. So it's always going to go out to everyone. And if they're not part of Dash to Director, it's just a friendly reminder, hey, this is going on. If you want to join, you still can join. Anybody can join at any time. So that will happen as well. And then we will be doing the senior rep little goodies when they hit senior rep, as well as director, kind of going back to that recognition. So, and then we'll try to sprinkle in some fun new stuff as well. So if there's any questions on that, let me know. Otherwise, let me just review my notes and make sure that I feel like, yeah, I feel like I kind of got everything in the notes, unless I forgot anything. Anyone that wants to comment or anybody have any questions or comments? I guess key points to take away, you guys. Give yourself 5 years with this business. I know that seems like a long time, and I want to say that again. And that's not like 5 years of like going balls to the walls where you feel like your head's spinning and you can't even think straight, unless, of course, you want to do that. But 5 years of your time to say, I really gave this 5 years to go through as a new business owner to see where it takes me. Just knowing that, like, my husband started his own business, and if he would have only given it 5 years and then threw his hands in the air and said, it's not working, I can't even imagine. Like, anyone that starts a business, you guys, think about it. Think about when you start a business. It's not just success overnight. And there's always going to be low times, high times, good times, bad times, peaks, valleys, strong times. You know, it's always going to be like that. And so you have to just remind yourself of that. And then always take yourself, again, you guys, back to why you are a Zaya rep. Why are you a Zaya rep? Why do you love the Zaya brand? Keep reminding yourself of that over and over again when you're starting to feel like, and then I'm going to challenge you guys. So we had a call with our Australian team, and Nicole is on here right now. She's one of our, I don't know if any of the other Australian girls are on here, but they are an amazing group of women. I am like, again, you guys, just that alone, being able to meet women across the country and become friends with these women is like incredible. Like, who gives us that opportunity? Like, Zaya gives us that opportunity. I freaking love these ladies. I love their accents. I love seeing their faces. And we had a call last night, and I gave them a challenge, and then we're all like, why the hell are we not giving this challenge to our whole team? Like, this is good. Like, this is what we need. Okay, this is a challenge, and it's not for a prize. You're not going to win anything. It's just in the goodness of moving your business forward and holding yourself accountable. And it is an easy challenge. So I am challenging you, and I am doing this, you guys. And all of us leaders are going to do this. I challenge you for the next 30 days, every single day, to reach out to 5 new people or follow up with 5 people. And I want you to record these. So I want you to reach out to 5 people. Say you start today for 30 days. I want you to write down on your calendar that on March 23rd, I reached out to these 5 people, because those 5 people are probably going to tell you no. As we all know, they're probably going to tell you no. And then you're going to, in 30 days, you're going to reach up to these same 5 people. So on April 23rd, you're going to write down every single no you got today. And you're going to say, I'm going to reach out to these same 5 people. Then tomorrow on April 24th or March 24th, you're going to reach out to 5 new people. And then on April 24th, you're going to write those 5 people's name on your calendar so that in 30 days, you're going to reach out with them. And I want you to keep track of that. And I want you to record what that does for your business. If you stay true to it and that you do actually do that, I don't care how you track it. I do it in my calendar. I have a written calendar. Like, I am a visual person. I have to see it. I can't have it in my phone because it gets me all confused. But I write it down on my calendar. And then in April, I'm going to write those 5 names down to follow up on this day with them. Now, you may reach out to 180 people, and out of 180 people, 10 people tell you yes or 5, and they're going to have a party. You're going to have 150 people that you're going to be able to re-follow up with in 30 to 60 days. And it's going to create a funnel for you of people. It's going to refill your funnel, and it's going to give you action to reach out, follow up, and you're going to start that calendar, and then it's going to become a habit. Because as we all know, if we stick to something 30 days, it becomes a habit. That's going to be something that you continue to do. And then your calendar is going to always be full of reach outs and follow-ups and a funnel for you to pull people in. Now, if you're like, I don't have 5 new people to reach out to, go back to old parties, go back to people that didn't order, go back to people that ordered. Cold message new people that you don't even know. I don't care who you reach out to, just reach out to 5 people every single day and commit yourself to 30 days and see what that does to your business. I am doing it. I find myself in the morning. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but do you grab your phone in the morning? If you don't, like, gosh, more power to you. But I grab my phone. That's like the first thing I do in the morning. Instead of opening up Facebook or opening up Instagram, grab your phone and do your reach outs. Do you scroll your phone before you go to bed? I do. Instead of doing that, do your 5 reach outs. It's literally going to take you 5 to 10 minutes a day, and see what that will do. It will help your business. Do not get frustrated and be like, oh, the 3rd day I just got 15 no's. Celebrate the hell out of the no's. Be like, I just got 150 no's. That's 150 people that are now thinking about me with Zaya. They now know I'm a Zaya rep. If they want to buy Zaya, they might come back to me. It's all about timing. When you follow up in 30 days, they may say yes in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So do that. And if I were you, if you have a team on this call, I would create chats where you're like, let's all do this challenge. And I would be feeding off each other. I would be like, booked a party. My 5th person just told me no, you guys, I got 15 no's. That means I'm doing it. I followed up with 15 people. Celebrate, because what happens is everyone is going to feed off each other, and it's going to create a lot of momentum for your team. If you're quiet and you're not even celebrating the no's or the failures, things will die. We have to connect. We have to celebrate. We have to motivate. We have to have that interaction. That is so key to your business. So do that and pump each other up. Like, celebrate it. Celebrate the no's so that everyone knows that, like, it's okay to get a no. Like, we fail our way to success in this business. And celebrate that party booked. Celebrate when you get a new rep. Like, let's start recognizing and celebrating again, because I think sometimes, again, we concentrate too much on the things we can't control instead of the things we can. So let's all do the challenge. If you're in, say you're in. I can't even see if you're in or on it. Okay, so let's do that. And then let's come together in April on our next Connect All Team call, and we'll talk about kind of what it's done and kind of what we're seeing. But don't forget to track it, you guys. Don't forget to track it in a way that you can go back in 30 days and follow up with these people. The fortune is in the follow-up. I will say that until I'm in my grave. The fortune is in the follow-up, and a no does not mean no. It means not right now. In 30 days, that no might be a yes. So the fortune is in the follow-up, you guys. That is so, so key. Please remember that. So track it. The best way for you to go back in 30 days is to know, okay, I followed up with these people. I need to go back. Don't follow up with them in 7 days. That's too soon. Give them some time. Okay, so everybody's in. I'm in. When you text a message to people, you see their feed and they see yours. Much easier. Yes. Okay, there's so much good that can come from it because they might ghost you, but they're watching you, man. Like we were going through this with the Australian team last night. When you ask them or talk to them about Zaya, it's like a marketing piece. It's like a billboard when you drive bill it, but it's like Robin Eddy sells Zaya. It's like you're telling people that. Then they're going to see a post about Robin. And then they might hear somebody say, oh, I bought something from Robin. And those 3 things right there are going to trigger that seed you planted. And that person then will come back to you. But if it's Megan Bading that's planting that seed with that person, who's that person going to go back to? Me, not Robin. So again, if you don't share with someone, someone else is eventually going to. So do you want them to be your customer? Do you want them to be on your team? So again, don't hold yourself back. Be proud to be a Zaya rep. Be proud to share the brand and share. Okay, that's it. Does anybody have anything? Any comments or questions or concerns or anything at all? Otherwise, I stayed 35 minutes because we didn't actually start till 8:05. So anybody have? Jill, what did Jill say? I'm in, but check on me because Jill, I'm gonna text you, Jill. Make sure you do it. That's why, like, find an accountability buddy and just say, like, keep me on track. Text me every day and remind me to do my five reach outs. If you can do that, then you can hold each other accountable. Say, hey, let's go celebrate with margaritas. We did this week. We did it all 7 days. Like, whatever you need to do to stay motivated. Okay, guys? All right. I think that's everything. Otherwise, if anybody has anything on mute quick, I will post this recording so that you guys can share it with your teams. And let's rock these next 9 days. And we have another release day yet, you guys. So we still have a lot of month left of March. So a lot of good stuff can happen. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. Have an awesome evening. We'll talk to y'all later.